Welcome back. So today, bam, is going to be all about the Physicians Formula limited edition butter collection palette. I have been freaking excited about this since they first started teasing it online. I am a huge fan of the original Physicians Formula butter bronzer, as are many other people, and hearing about this coming out has just been something that it's like I have to get my hands on. So I was way excited for this. Now it's funny because as much as I'm a huge fan of the original bronzer, I have yet to try any of their blushes or highlighters. So this right here is going to be a true first experience for me and for us together here. It's funny because I've wanted to try their blushes and highlighters. I just think for whatever reason kind of never got around to it. I guess because I've always just got other stuff on hand. But either way, this has just been something I'm super excited about. And let me tell you, the minute it went up for sale online, I was like stalking their website. And because I stopped for like 2 seconds to decide whether I wanted to go light to medium or medium deep, light to medium sold out like that. Like it was no joke. I hit refresh and it was gone. But either way, I was leaning toward medium deep because, let's open this bad boy up. Because the blush that's in here was just calling my name. This color is so beautiful, and just from seeing it online in pictures, I knew that this is the one I really wanted. And besides, I have a feeling that the medium deep in here is close to the original butter bronzer formula. If not, it doesn't matter, because come summertime I'm probably going to need a bit of a deeper shade anyway. So let's get this plastic off of here. If I could get the plastic off of here. Okay. And there we go. That's what you got going on inside there. So you get the butter bronzer in deep bronzer. You get the blush in vintage rouge. You get the limited edition highlighter in full moon. And the second limited edition highlighter in galactic. And what everyone has been waiting for, I know what I have been waiting for, is the Physicians Formula Butter Paradise. So before we get into anything else, oh wow. Oh, I love the smell of that. Holy. Oh, I love the smell of that. Okay. So here's the thing. I was kind of scared that what they were going to do is they were going to literally take the scent of the bronzer and just make it a liquid, which, don't get me wrong, I like the scent of the bronzer, but I don't think it would have translated well to make this exactly a perfume. But what they did was kind of took like the underlying notes of whatever's in the bronzer and made it an even better version as a perfume. Oh, that's amazing. I love the way that smells. That is so good. That's like, it really makes you think of summer days, being on a beach, suntan lotion that just, oh, that is so good. But anywho, let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do my makeup off camera really quick so I don't have to bore you with what that's going to look like. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put the bronzer, blush, and the highlighter on our face together. And just for the record, to keep everything nice and on the same wavelength here, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. So let me get that done. We'll be right back and we'll get into the rest. Okay, so with foundation on, we are ready to get to bronzing up this face. So I'm taking my Tarte Dual Fiber brush because this is the one I usually like to use with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And we're just going to swirl that bad boy in there, pick up product, tap off the excess, and just start bronzing like I usually do. So here's the deal with why I like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer so much. I love the fact that you can just pick it up and go in with it and not have to worry about being too precise, not have to worry about being too heavy-handed or too careful. You can just kind of go in, bronze up your face, and get a nice, beautiful look out of it and not feel like it's going to be super obvious. Like the way it just bronzes up the face, I think is beautiful. And I like to be able to do my face pretty quickly and not have to worry about, oh, that's going to leave a streak or really obvious, you know, borderline where I've bronzed or where I haven't. So one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why I like it so much. Now, usually I'll take this, go on the edge, dip it into the powder, and go along my cheeks. I'm not going to do that yet because I want to go into the blush first, and I want to see how the blush applies. But I want to see how the blush applies first. So let's get into blush. I'm going to take... I want a nice clean brush. So I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to be dipping into that now. Start off softly at first. Go in. See, so it starts off giving just a nice flush of color. It's because I'm going in as softly as possible. But let's dip into that a little bit more, build it up, and see how strong it gets. Wow, that actually did not take long to build up at all. So as soft and buttery as the formula is, it builds up really nicely. And look at that, that also catches the light too. So as I said before, if you wanted to just skip highlighter altogether, you could, and just leave that there. And for the summertime, that'll give you a nice flush to the cheeks with a nice subtle glow, and it'll look beautiful. But of course, since we have the highlighters in this palette today, we're definitely going to be layering up some highlighter on there. That is such a pretty color. That is a gorgeous color for the summer. Yes. All right, so here is my favorite highlighter brush. It's the one from Wet n Wild, and we're going to be going right into Full Moon. You know what? Let me swatch the both of these. Holy! I didn't know the highlighter formula felt like that. That is... what? Okay, so this has like a gold kind of yellowy undertone to it. Can you see that? Very reflective. This feels super creamy, super smooth. I wasn't expecting that. Again, this is my first time ever feeling or trying their highlighter formulas. Oh my God, I could waste all the product right there just doing that. Just, that is Galactic over here that I just swatched. So this one has like a sort of frosty, pinky, purpley undertone to it. And it feels a little more gritty, I would say, than the Full Moon one. But they are both so pretty. Look at that. Wow. I could definitely see me using more Full Moon than Galactic, only because of personal preference. I tend to like the golds and the champagnes and everything. So here's something I just noticed now as I went to go wipe those off on my towel. The Galactic one kind of leaves behind a little bit of a glittery feeling behind, or a little glittery look to it, whereas the Full Moon one is just smooth. It doesn't have that. But yeah, they're both holy. If you've never felt that formula before, get it just to feel it. I'm just going to tap into this lightly because this formula does not look like anything you need to go heavy with. But I'm just going to go look at the high points of my cheekbones and go in. That is so pretty. Let's build that up. That feels so creamy smooth. And yes, I know you're probably thinking, oh, but you're using a brush right now. Let's go on with my fingertip too and let you see how that looks. Holy wow. Okay, I'm not one who usually goes crazy with highlight, but can you see that? And that blended out beautifully, even just using my fingertips. Ooh, let's use what's next left on the bridge of my nose here. Okay, and then let's go in on the other side. Ooh, yes. That is so freaking pretty. And I mean, for somebody who doesn't even go heavy with that usually, that is just a beautiful thing to see. Again, with my fingertips.
And just go. Wow.
That melts right in. It's not even picking up too much texture, which I don't like with my highlighters, is when they pick up way too much texture. I mean, again, you have texture, you're going to see some. It's not like it's going to be completely invisible, but it doesn't pick up a lot. If you've seen other highlighters, let me get another brush, and we're just going to go And we're gonna take Galactic and put these shoulders to use. Yeah, I wish you guys could see Galactic, because just tapping into it with my brush, I can see more of those glittery specks from before. Let's hide that bra strap. Nobody wants to see that. Ooh, snap. Holy. Whoa. All right. That is insane. Okay, you definitely want to go much more light-handed than that. Whoa. But if you were wondering what Galactic looks like, there you go. Dang. That is just, woo. All right. So I am going to 100% recommend this if you can still get your hands on it. I am definitely going to say that I love the formulas of everything. The bronzer we already knew was my favorite. The blush definitely quickly became a favorite, because without looking like it has too much heavy sheen or anything on top of it, there's still a beautiful glow. Well, now you can't see it because of the highlighter, but there's still a beautiful glow that comes off of that blush, and it just ends up, you know, looking like a regular that was a terrible swatch. You can't see anything. All right, you know what? You know what I mean. It just comes off looking absolutely beautiful. And the color that it gives with just this kind of glow from within, super, super subtle. But once it picks up the light, there's just this glow that is there. And if you want to punch it up, if a subtle glow is not what's for you, that highlight right there is beautiful. And you know what? I kind of just want to keep going with this. So let's see. I'm going to dip into the bronzer here and get that on my eyes. If any of you saw the quick get ready with me look for mom's birthday or a couple of other videos I've done, this is what I do sometimes. I just grab my bronzer and go over my eyes. And this is just a quick, like, looking put together, but just to get out the door look. So that way, you know, it's not a complete bare face and it's not full on glam. But you'll always look put together. You'll always look like you put some type of effort into your look. And it'll be the fastest thing that you could ever do. I like that. And then once you go, if you want to put some liner on, you put your mascara on, throw some lashes on, it'll still look good on top of that. Like, there's nothing that, you know, I think even that blush, what do we say? What do we think about the blush? Let's just go in with a fingertip and see if I can get that blush to come out on the eyes. Let's see. We're going for it. We're just going for it. We're going for everything right now. So I just did my full face of makeup using nothing but this. I've probably inserted a quick clip of me doing it, but I took the bronzer, I went into the crease of my eye and dusted it all over. Then I took the blush on my finger, I tapped that out over the eyelid, and then I went in with Galactic, and then I took my finger and then tapped that over my lid as well. So I bronzed my face, blushed my face, highlighted my face, and did a full eye look, all using this right here. I freaking love it. I'm in love with the formula. I'm in love with the smell of the perfume. This smells so good. And I know that scents are a very personal thing, but it's so soft, but it's so reminiscent of just so many happy things that I think a lot of people, if not everyone, would definitely enjoy it. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it works in a full face sort of way, and that's something I love out of a product. So that's all that I have for you today. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, or ring the little notification bell, please. And you all have an amazing day wherever you are. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.